My AC in my Toyota Tacoma 2nd Gen went out completely. It used to only work on high, and then it would sometimes, fix itself, then only work on high. And I did some research, and the main problem that came up was the HVAC motor resistor. This happens to be very common with the Toyota Tacomas, and you can find this part at any of your local shops that sell auto parts. It cost me around 40 bucks to get this, but it also came with a nice little wiring harness. Now, I don't have the wire strippers that I would need to install this today, so I'm going to install this later this week once I get the correct tools, and I'm going to see if just replacing the resistor will work for me. So when you go to your Tacoma on the passenger side and you look under the dash, you'll see this little box here. You can pull that tab down, and then you'll be able to pull that straight out. You can see one of those spots was a little bit burned, so eventually I will need to replace that connector piece, but I'm going to wait till I get the wire strippers. You're going to use a 7/32 to get that out, and this is the tool that we ended up having to buy so we could get the right angle, get down in there. Once you have it unplugged, all you have to do is loosen the two hex bolts that they have in there, or hex screws. You can see the back one is a little bit hard to get to. You're going to want to make sure that that doesn't fall out back behind the carpet, or you're going to have a small problem on your hands. But when we took it out, this is what it looked like. You can see that the chip there had a little bit of corrosion and stuff on it. Let me get a little bit of a closer up. And that's what went out there. And whenever it went out, it did have a very bad smell in my truck. And comparing it to the new one, you can tell that it's been a while since this has been replaced in this truck. So it's been pretty hot here in Arkansas, and when I took this out, I was really relieved to see that it looked like there was some damage on that resistor, because this was the cheapest fix for my AC being out. Cost me, like I said, around 40 bucks to get this all plugged in, and it did work. Everything was working except for the fan on high. 1, 2, and 3 all worked. On 4, it didn't, and I think that has to do with that burn mark on the connector. So I'll be making another video of switching out the connector once I get those tools, and we'll see if that completely fixes it. I hope you got some value from the video today. If you did, please hit that like button, share if someone has a similar problem, and if you want any more Toyota content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel.